Hello everybody, ZX Presto here, and today I'm gonna be making a video that's probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite I've made on this channel. This video, I'm going to be defending each of the top 5 most hated characters in Naruto. This one might get some backlash, but it's just a fun video because, in my opinion, each of these characters is wildly overhated. I actually like 4 out of 5 of these characters. Um, but I just think they're like overhated, and I just want to defend them. And just for fun, I'm gonna defend them. So number 5, and by the way, I think this list is rather fair. I see a lot of people hating on all these characters. This is just the list I've comprised. So number 5, I have Kabuto. A lot of people hate Kabuto because of how much he lied. Kabuto is probably the hardest one to defend in this list, in my opinion. Um, but he did some good, especially after he turned good after Izanami. He did good. He opened an orphanage, he took care of kids. Um, he was kind of broken the whole story. He was evil, but he was kind of broken. He just had to have someone to serve, kind of like Kimimaro or Haku. But he was pretty evil. He lied a lot. He's a cool character in himself. Like, he's an amazing medical ninja, like almost on Tsunade's level. He's a great hand-to-hand fighter, and he's very good at like espionage tactics. When he got Sage mode, he was going toe-to-toe with Sasuke and Itachi at the same time, which is a really impressive feat. He was a cool character. He did some good stuff. He did help like Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura through the Chunin exams arc. Even though he betrayed them, he still helped them through it. Um, that's about it. I can't really defend him much more than that. He did good after. He did a little bit of good during Chunin exam. This but he is pretty evil overall. But he's a cool character. I mean, he has some cool skills and whatnot. And he kind of helped Yamato and Kakashi during the war arc, right? Because he gave them that bingo book. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Um, so that's all I can really say about Kakashi. Next up, not Kakashi. Kabuto. Next up, we got Sakura. Sakura is overhated. People hate on her too much. Of course, in OG Naruto, she deserves all the hate. She was absolutely insufferable. She was a horrible person. Shippuden, not so much. I mean, she helped a lot in the war arc. She helped Naruto and Sasuke a lot. She saved Naruto's life. She was pumping his heart while Gaara was taking them over to where Minato was. Um, she helped against Kaguya. She delivered like the blow to push Kaguya into Sasuke and Naruto. Um, she always supported Naruto and Shippuden, and she was always there for him and there for the team and stuff. So yeah, that's really all I could say about Sakura. It's not much bad about her. Of course, she's annoying. You can say that all you want. She got very cocky in the war arc, saying that she caught up to Naruto and Sasuke, but she did help them a lot in the war arc. She was healing a lot of people, helping Tsunade, summoning Katsuyu. Really good. Next up, Hiruzen. Um, I don't know about this placing. Some people hate him like the most of any character. I think he is wildly overhated. First of all, number one, um, the reason people hate Hiruzen the most is that they say he neglected Naruto. We know this isn't the case because Naruto's always viewed Hiruzen as one of the most important people to him and one of the people that was there for him most. Secondly, Hiruzen gave Naruto every single person that was there for him. Like, the two people that were there for Naruto when he was a kid were Iruka and Kakashi. Hiruzen assigned both of them to Naruto. He assigned Naruto to Kakashi's team, and he's the one that had Iruka go talk to and get close to Naruto. So he gave them everyone. He gave him everyone that's close to him. He was close to him because apparently a lot of people haven't watched the episodes where he was like that one episode where like Naruto is fishing and like eating the fish and Hiruzen comes and sits with him. We know that he was really important to Naruto because at the end of the final battle it shows Hiruzen um, enhancing his Rasengan. Some people say that Kushina and Minato probably jumped him when he got to heaven or hate Hiruzen. Those people must not have watched the war arc because when they were reanimated, him and Minato had a whole talk about it, and Minato forgave him and said that he wasn't like a horrible Hokage and stuff, and they basically made up, and Minato said it wasn't his fault. Um, Also, people say he let Rochimaru go. You could say the same thing about Jiraiya. Of course, you could say Jiraiya didn't have as much chance to stop him, but you could say the same thing about really any other character. Like you could say Jiraiya let the three kids go, Yahiko, Nagato, and Konan, which is pretty messed up. You can say uh, Hashirama let Madara live. You can say a lot of different stuff. You can keep going on and on, but you always target Hiruzen. Orochimaru didn't do that much bad to the show. Of course, like he did like evil stuff, but he had never killed a single named character other than Hiruzen himself. Um, so I don't think Hiruzen was that bad. I think he did way more good than bad. I mean, he's also awesome. He knew every single jutsu in all of Konoha other than the Kekkei. Um, Very strong, very cool. He had Enma. He was skilled. I still like his fighting stance. He like crosses his arms and like has two fingers pointed out, which is like the smartest fighting stance in Naruto because he's like ready to do the hand signs for jutsu, which is pretty cool. In the war arc, he saved um the five Kage. I don't know if he saved Tsunade. He saved Inoki, the Raikage, and I'm pretty sure two of the Sand Twins. He saved a lot of people during the war arc when he went up against Guru and used all five jutsu. I think he's a very good character. I think he was a very good Hokage. He helped a lot of people out. He always supported Minato. He always supported Kakashi, Iruka, Naruto. Um, I don't really understand the hate towards him. I mean, like I hear people's like examples of it, but it's just so easily debunkable in my opinion. So that's my way of defending Hiruzen. Next, Orochimaru, another character that's kind of hard to defend. Um, he didn't do that much bad, like I said. He never killed a single named character. He's altered people's lives, made people's lives worse. Like he experimented on Yamato. He did a lot of bad stuff, killed a lot of people, but no named characters. He well, yeah, he did kill one named character, Gaara's father, but his father was kind of a piece of crap anyways until he got reanimated. Some good things Orochimaru did though was in the war arc he kind of saved everybody. Well, not kind of, he really did save everybody. Like that's not debatable. He saved everybody because he summoned all the first four Hokage, which is really good for everybody. Um, he was Jiraiya's best friend. Of course, he abandoned him, so that's not really a good feat for him. I'm kind of drawing a blank. He kind of helped against. Oh dang. Didn't he kind of help against the Akatsuki? Not really. He just didn't help the Akatsuki. He left the Akatsuki. He gave some people some information. Uh, that's basically about it. I mean, near the end of the show, he started to do pretty good. He helped out in the war arc. He basically kind of made up with people. He made up with Sasuke. And near the end of the show, he basically just became a good character, to be honest. Um, Now, for number one, we all know who's going to be Danzo, one of my favorite Naruto characters. Um, I love to defend Danzo. First of all, because people get so angry when you do, and second of all, like they kind of become speechless because I can say so much about Like you could say so much about Danzo. You could say he was evil, he slaughtered the Uchiha clan, but he wasn't that bad. I mean, okay, so first case, if even though he did for the wrong reasons, excuse me, even though he did for the wrong reasons, um, if the Uchiha clan was not slaughtered it would have been way worse. If the Uchiha clan wasn't slaughtered, all of the Uchiha clan probably would have died anyways, but then like 95% of the village would be dead too, and the Leaf Village wouldn't be anymore, because it would have been all-out war, Uchiha versus the rest of the village. It would either be all the village dies and a couple Uchiha are left, or all the Uchiha die and a couple village people are left. Most likely, the village would win, and the Uchiha would still be wiped out, but it could possibly go the other way because they have some strong people like Itachi and Shisui. But if he didn't do that, if he didn't order like the slaughter of the Uchiha clan, it would have been over for the Leaf Village no matter what. It's not debatable. Of course, you put Itachi through all that, but Itachi worked for the village. That was the best case scenario that could have happened. But of course, like I said, Danzo did it for the wrong reasons. He wanted the eyes. Um, I love Danzo's writing. I think it's extremely underrated. Most people don't realize that at the end, he changed. He literally changed completely. Like his whole, like his death, because I always saw people online hating Danzo. I watched the show and I was like, what are people on? It must just be people like, it must just be like a trend to hate Danzo, like it is to hate a lot of things. Um, because when I was watching Danzo's death, it was actually sad for me because it was showing like how everything throughout his life, Hiruzen always took the spotlight, and he never really like was able to be good. And in his death, when he did that move to kill himself and try to take out Sasuke and Obito, he wanted to finally do good with his life and save the village because he did care about the village. He's actually one of the characters in the show that's cared about the village the most. He just does it in a more evil way. He's kind of like the shadow Like he was the first Shadow Kage. Well, you could say Madara was the first Shadow Kage, but he was the most like the first like super evil Shadow Kage. Um, and like just the things he did. I mean, he was strong, he was skilled, he kept things under check. He got rid of a lot of threats like the Uchiha clan. Um, and his death was just sad for me because he wanted to change. He was saying like, now I can finally basically like get ahead, like not get ahead, but like do good like you did here. And like it's even with the writing, um, it doesn't make sense to hate Hiruzen because if you like know how writing works, you can see that the objective that the show wanted to have was not to make you hate Hiruzen. It was also to show that Danzo changed at the end. It basically became like try to be a hero. He didn't take them out, of course, but he wanted to. He tried to. His dynamic with Hiruzen, I just love it. I think Danzo wasn't that bad of a character. I mean, even though the Uchiha massacre was horrible, I still think it was partly the right thing to do. They could have gone about it different, but there was no other way to get around it, man, to be honest. I mean, some people would say the Shisui thing, but even when Itachi slaughtered his parents, his dad said it wouldn't matter what he said anymore. Everybody in the clan was already riled up and ready to go to war. Even if Shisui went and changed the mind of Itachi's father, it would not have made a difference. The entire Uchiha clan would have still went against the village, and the village would be destroyed, and they all would have died anyways. So that was literally the best way they could have gone around it, gone about it, to be honest. So anyways, this is my video. I loved making this video. I love defending these characters. If you have any opinions about this video, leave it in the comments. Just keep it respectful and civil and whatnot. We got talk in the comments and everything. Please make sure to like and subscribe. You can check out my Instagram. The link will be in the bio. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.